Hello, everyone. I feel like shit, so let's do some cover songs. My Lucifer is lonely, standing there, killing time. Can't commit to anything but a crime. Peter's on vacation, an open invitation. Animals, evidence. Pearly gates look more like a picket fence. Once you get inside 'em, got friends you can invite in. Hillsburg in California, my time to ignore ya. Don't say I didn't warn ya. All the good girls go to hell, 'cause even God herself has enemies. And once the water starts to rise and heaven's out of sight, she'll want the devil on her team. My Lucifer is lonely. Look at you, needing me. You know I'm not your friend without some greenery. Walking, wearing feathers. Peter should know better. Cover up is caving in. Man is such a fool, why are we saving them? Poisoning themselves now, begging for our help. Wow. Hillsburg in California, my time to ignore ya. Don't say I didn't warn ya. All the good girls go to hell, 'cause even God herself has enemies. And once the water starts to rise and heaven's out of sight, she'll want the devil on her team. My Lucifer is lonely. Haha, I cannot do the snowflake. So that was Billie Eilish's All the Good Girls Go to Hell. And I think I wanted to kind of stick with it. Her. Billie Eyelash. So we're gonna go for one of her newer songs, Therefore I Am. And this one's an easy one. It's only 3 chords. I mean, you can sprinkle some other chords in there, but it's working on like the beat of the bass and less, like actual like chords and stuff. I must say that this one kind of goes more towards like a hip hop kind of beat or a rap kind of beat, instead of like her, her ukulele songs where she's obviously playing the ukulele. This one was produced in a studio, and just like it's kind of hard to play EDM songs on the ukulele, this is one of those songs. Like I tried playing It's Tricky by Run DMC, and that's like 2 chords. It's not interesting on a string instrument, but this one's kind of cool. Therefore I Am by Miss Eyelash. I'm not your friend or anything, damn. You think that you're the man, I think therefore I am. I'm not your friend or anything, man. You think... We're gonna start that over because I totally skipped a line. It would help if I had one of my pairs of glasses, but one got lost and the other one got broken by my dog. That's okay, I love her. I'm not your friend or anything, damn. You think that you're the man, I think therefore I am. I'm not your friend, damn you think that you're the man, I think therefore I am. I don't know what's wrong with me. Stop. What the hell are you talking about? Get my pretty name out of your mouth, 'cause you're not the same with or without. Don't talk about me like you might not know who I am. Top of the world, but I'm wrong. I can hear the song playing in my head. It's a fresh song. I know the song, but I can't. Maybe we'll come back to it. Jump to a different... Okay, so this one's kind of hard only because of the strumming. Instead of like 1 and 2 and 3, it's actually 1 and 2 and 3. You'll see, because I am gonna make the mistake and switch it back to on beat instead of soul beat. Okay. I told you not to worry, but maybe that's a lie. Honey, what's your hurry? Won't you go stay inside? Remember not to get so close to stars. I'm never gonna give you love like ours. Where did you go? I should know what it's called, and I don't wanna be alone. Please so show me the way home. I can't lose another life. Hurry, I'm worried. The words a little blurry. Friends I had to bury, they keep me up at night. I said I couldn't help but love someone, 'cause I might break if you're gonna die, not by mistake. So where did you go? I should know, but it's cold and I don't wanna be alone. Please so show me the way home, even if it's just a lie. I try not to upset you, let you rest in. I can't do it. I don't know. That's not my day. It's not my time. Let's see if I can do My Boy. That one's pretty easy. I lied. I thought it was pretty easy. And these are songs that I really, really like. So you would think... Let's see. I think I can do this one. Once again, this is another Miss Billie Eyelash. I keep wanting to say eyelash. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. Not what you think. And if I'm being honest, I thought it was a nightmare. Thought it was a nightmare to anyone that might care. Thought I could fly, so I jumped off the golden. Nobody cried, nobody even noticed. Saw them standing right there. Kinda thought that they might care. I had a dream. I got everything I wanted. So this is what happens when you try to establish certain coping skills and they're not the right coping skill to help with whatever problem you're dealing with. I've been using distracting coping skills, like, I'm like researching what masks are best for not transmitting or receiving COVID particles in the air. I made myself a butternut squash soup with some leftover rice and fish that I had made yesterday. And I've been drinking a lot of water. And I'm kind of glad that I don't have like the most high tech, of cameras. And I have a vlogging camera that I just never pull out. But like the bags under my eyes are deeper. I'm having an eczema breakout all over here, but especially here, and on my back. I just went to physical therapy today, and I realized with the help of my therapist, of course, that the TENS unit that I bought, the electrodes, I might just be allergic to them. So that's one thing that I feel like I wasted money on. My tripod and my ring light did break. And so I don't have a tripod, and that's why the lighting's off. That's why I'm in this room, because there's actually more lighting. But I've just been feeling really heavy, and when I feel this certain way, I try and remind myself that I don't want to die as a human. I want to die as a phoenix. Now, this doesn't mean I want to die and be resurrected as a phoenix. This means that instead of me feeling the need to kill myself, it's the need to kill the situations that I'm going through. And, because the phoenix, when it dies, it rises above its ashes. And it is of those ashes that it becomes born. Just like a lotus flower. I don't want to die. I just want to be a lotus. I want to be able to rise up upon this swamp that I'm stuck under. My dog has noticed that I've been on the more depressive side, and she has been showing me a lot of love, like in moments where I'm on the phone with someone, or I'm even in a Zoom meeting with someone, or like a doctor's visit or something, and I start crying and I can't seem to make myself stop. That's the time when she jumps up and, she cleans my face. She licks my tears, and I just tell her good girl, because she can see that I'm struggling, and she's doing all that she can to try and make it better. And I'm very grateful for her. I don't know what to do right now is past me, and I hope future me can look at this and figure out what I did wrong, what I could do better, because I tried cooking, I tried doing some chores around the house. Like I said, I went to physical therapy today, so that was good. And she let my doctor know how I was feeling. And my doctor called me to see if there was any sort of emergency. And I told her no. Because I don't necessarily feel suicidal. I am fighting urges of self-harm, and I am fighting my compulsions to want to pick at my skin and, pull at my hair and, dig craters into my skin. Welcome to OCD. And there's a lot of different types of OCD. You got your hoarders, you got your clean freaks, you got your patterns. I mean, even Tourette's is under, OCD. It's not being able to fight a compulsion, and almost obsessing. Well, it's not almost obsessing. It is obsessing with trying to fight the compulsion, or you're obsessed with the compulsion. And it makes it really hard for certain things. Like, if I can't see it, it's not there type of thing for me. And I do have certain rituals that I don't want to get into right now, because it's a whole kettle of fish that I'm not ready to open. But I convinced myself to take a PRN today, and I took 2 PRNs today. I took an Atarax and a Klonopin. Both are prescribed by my doctor, and the way that I take them makes it appropriate to need a PRN in the middle of the day if I need one. And I have 2 different types of PRNs, so I take the Atarax first because it's less strong, and then, if my coping skills aren't working, if I find myself slipping, I assess my situation and I think if I need a Klonopin or a cup of tea or something, and I took both PRNs today, and I was thinking, just calm thoughts. Let me research, what type of mask to wear, because I have like 3 different masks, plus the bandanas and the balaclavas and stuff. And I thought that would, distract me enough, because that's something that's really important to me as someone who has autoimmune diseases. Like, not AIDS, but like, asthma, eczema, like arthritis, like that sort of shit. Like, it makes you very susceptible to viruses. I always have to get my pneumonia shot and my flu shot every year, and no, I don't get sick afterwards. And when you get sick, it's actually your body fighting the dead cells, so that if your body is exposed to the live cells, your immune system will kick in. Like, it's not just a shot that's gonna block you off. It's a shot that makes you immune, that helps you fight it. So instead of the flu, you think you just have a cold if you have the flu shot. And the symptoms go away faster because your body is able to fight it faster. And I try to equate that to why I have to take PRNs. And my psychiatrist told me to think about athletes. Now, athletes have aches and sprains all the time, so they take a Tylenol, or they take an anti-inflammatory medication when they have a flare-up. Now, yes, I do have physical flare-ups, and sometimes I have to take PRNs for those. If, like, right now, my right leg is killing me, but I can tell that it's my sciatic nerves shooting, or my SI joint shooting down my sciatic nerve and down my foot. So I know that maybe I should take, midday cyclobenzaprine. I'm able to take it 3 times a day, but I only take it 2 times a day, and I have a PRN if I need it. I don't like being dependent on my medications. And taking PRNs are very difficult for me, because I'm like, do I really need this? And when you're having, a depressive episode or an anxiety attack, you don't really feel like you deserve it, or that it's gonna help, or that, I'm just wasting it. But, you gotta take care of yourself. And in times when you're not feeling okay, you have to learn to cope. And I have this big old binder, okay? I do therapy, group therapy every week, and we work on this binder. And I have homework throughout the week, and there was one time I didn't fill out the homework. But other than that, like, I try to work on these certain skills around the week, but why aren't they working? It's like, why aren't they working? What am I doing wrong? Sometimes when I get like this, I imagine my mom telling me, okay, we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna breathe. Or envision someone else who's told me that. We're just gonna sit here and we're just gonna breathe. Nice and slow in. Breathe in as much as you can. And when you breathe out, make a tight O with your mouth, so that even if you want to exhale fast, you can't. So you breathe in, and then breathe out through the straw. And it causes you to take a slower breath out. Breathe in through the straw. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing, breathing, breathing. What do? We breathe. Oh, God. I don't know what to say anymore. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. I feel like the little things that I can attend to don't even compare in what needs to be done with my life, my house, or the apartment that I live in, chores wise, goals that I want to accomplish. I feel so behind, and yet that should be the inspiration to jump into my tie-dye, to jump into that huge list of hobbies that I had. I told myself that I was going to start a gratitude journal. Realized I had already started a gratitude journal. So I have all these skills. I have all these skills that I can be using. But I'm flipping through the pages, and I'm trying, and it's not kicking in. I love music. I love music. I've had my ukulele for 6 years. And usually playing helps me feel better. And I promised my doctor, and I promised my physical therapist, and I promised my talk therapist that if I find that my coping skills aren't working, that I would call crisis. But at this moment, I'm scared they're gonna take me away. I just want to stop hurting. That's all. Oh. I'm trying to reach out. I had therapy yesterday. I had physical therapy today. I talked to my doctor, my PCP. I don't know what it stands for, but it's basically my family doctor. And I don't know why I have so much sadness and so much worry and so much anger in my heart. Because I keep telling myself, we don't need that type of energy. It's a waste of energy. And sometimes people are like, sometimes you gotta let it out. But me being borderline, I don't know if what I feel is truly what I feel, or if I feel this way because I'm reacting to somebody else's actions, or I don't even know. But I don't know, guys. I wanted to make this blog, It's literally just a blog about my life. Like, no skits. Just me being me, Raw, uncut, and unedited. And I don't know. Like, I don't want to be like that Trisha chick, the blonde woman with the blue eyes. I think her name is Trisha. You know, I don't want to be like the next David Dobrik or anything like that. I just kind of hope I'm able to connect with people that either have gone through this sort of thing and have the answers, or are going through this sort of thing and need somebody to relate to. Um, I I don't want to call them. I don't want to call crisis because there's only there's only so many people working there, and there might be somebody who's actually having suicidal ideation, and I don't want to kill myself. What would my dog think? You know? And then it's like the methods, like I've gone over the methods and why it wouldn't be appropriate, and that sort of thing kind of helps. Like, you can't overdose on your meds because if you fail, they're going to pump your stomach. And let me tell you, that shit hurts. Whether you're intubated or not, that shit hurts. And when you're intubated, they got to pull the shit out of your nose and your throat. And it's horrible. And then plus, once you overdose, they're not going to give you this, like, I take Klonopin. They're not going to give me Klonopin. It's like baby Xanax. They wouldn't give Xanax to somebody who has a history of overdosing. I can't get a gun, so that's out of the question. And I wouldn't want somebody else to have to clean that up. So, like, what would I do? Put a bag over my head? And then, like, that's just too complicated. And, like, I'm covered in so many scars from self-harm. Like, I know that won't kill me. Like, that's just self-harm. And I don't really have the balls to, like, saw off my whole foot. Because it takes a lot to bleed out. Like, believe me, I've tried. And it's like, why don't you have computer cleaner? And stuff like this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, my dog. My dog. I think it's fucked up that when I feel this way, like, yeah, I can go to my neighbor's house. She's awesome. But she's also dealing with life. And my downstairs neighbor, she's got kids and she's got animals, and I don't want to bother her. So, like, when I feel like this, all I really have are crisis lines. And I'm scared to tell my boyfriend how I feel because I don't want to start an argument. I just want things to be peaceful. Oh, I gotta calm down before she attacks my face. It was so ugly. So ugly. My heart is very heavy. And I don't know who to talk to. Because I'm scared if number one, if they have any authority over me, I'm scared they're gonna shove me in a place where they're gonna strip me down and put me with, like, put me with, like, the lobotomy ward where I will soon have a lobotomy. Like, I know they don't do that anymore, but, like, they monitor you, at least every 15 minutes. Like, and they have to write in their chart what you're doing at that 15-minute interval and how they perceive you to be feeling. Yes, I've seen the charts, and yes, I've been in psych wards more than 24 times. Don't ask. But I'm hurting. I'm just hurting. That's it. I don't I don't have a drive to push right now. I want to hide. I want to hide and sleep for a couple days. But then who will feed my dog? Who will make sure she goes outside potty? I don't know what to do. I mean, there's no use in me continuing to complain right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this online. I mean, like, it's not like my views get anywhere above the double digits, so it just... Do I just have to try harder? Am I not trying hard enough? You know, am I just meant to be a sad person who, like, when I'm around people, it's like I have to switch. You know, and lately I've been cracking in my switches. Like, when you go to the doctor's office and you're speaking with the nurse or the people who are scanning you for COVID, it's not really appropriate to bust out in tears. And normally, you know, I can do that. I can switch in front of people, you know, and try to be like, you know, the perfect companion or what have you, but I've been breaking. Like now, you know, I told myself I was never gonna cry on camera. I don't know, but this is going on 40 minutes, so I mean, I doubt anybody got this far. If you did, thank you for listening to my rant. I don't have a plan to end my life. I'm supposed to be self-soothing today and resting, so I guess I'll do that. Thanks, guys.